Thank you very much. Happy to see you all, and really happy to be at first time in Graz at this wonderful conference. And we met Johan in San Francisco in GameDev conference, and happy to be here. Thank you very much. So I will tell you about building community. I selected this name for my lecture because, well, there is common answer when someone asks, please vote my game on Greenlight then or on Google Play. So there is common answer, Reddit is not your personal army. So, but if existing communities are not your personal army, then we should build one. So a couple of words about myself. I run EverPod as an indie game developer. My current work is Steampunk. I do spin a mobile game, about which I will tell you. And also I work at Enhance as developer relations. It's a free technology for mobile developers to integrate various SDKs. So what we as developers, as indie developers, what situation we want? We want to have fans which will react to what we do, fans who will support us, who will upvote our posts everywhere, who will download games, updates, who will give comments. And so this is what I personally did to build such a community. I managed to gather 7,500 people in my Facebook group, I may get much useful from getting connected with these players. And one main thing which I noticed is that the connection player and developer and fans works better if some of the fans are also content creators. So in this case, if the player makes something for your game, then these players will get additional fans and your community will grow even more. And letting the player be a content creator for your game doesn't mean that your game must have opportunity to create mods or make user-generated contents. Even the possibility to take a screenshot and share somewhere makes the player a content creator. And this really helped me as I added just two buttons in my game. A button to join Facebook group and a button to share a screenshot of the machine which the player created. So the first instant benefit is that the players became stress testers, because they really like to build huge connections of machines which produce coins, which produce various goods, which make balloons which fly somewhere, which connect with interconnected clocks. And I really like how someone posted a picture, so it's in Russian, I will translate you. So he says, I tried to make the game lag, but I didn't succeed. So it's very pleasant for me as a developer to receive such commands. And in the game, I had the opportunity to submit a picture and submit a bug report of the save file to see in depth which causes some bad behavior, and instantly change it and release an update. So then, the players who like your game, they might want to play your game in their language. And this is additional benefit you get from having a community. You get free translators, because every time once you will receive the suggestions, I want to play a game in Korean, I want to play a game in Hungarian, in Romanian, and these players are eager to do their work for free. They might ask to give them some special cheat code, for example, as was in my case. Obviously, we as developers, we will highlight these players in the credits as among those people who helped to produce the game. And what I noticed, the work with translators is really well organized via Google Docs. So you create one page with all the texts and auto-translated columns. Then you using import range function in Google Docs. You create a document for each language, and then again you use import range function to your working document from which you create get data to your release version. Then the development. The development also can be community driven, and players really like it. So every time you receive suggestion, I want to have such feature in a game, you can create a poll in the community, you can add this suggestion into a poll and let the players vote what feature is most supported, then you will direct your work in that direction. So, for example, I made a poll for what worlds will be the next, like I have various steampunk-style worlds in my game. Also, one player in Discord suggested a system of connected engines, and I then show how it can be implemented in the game. And also the players give their suggestions, other players discuss, and this really helps when the player sees, hi, I suggested a feature and now developer added it. It adds greatly to the community value. Speaking about the development process, it appeared to be very helpful to stream your development. Once in every 2 weeks or so, when I have time of consecutive 2 hours or some, I launch a streaming in the Facebook group. I show how exactly I write the code, how I add new machines, and this way I respond to player suggestions. Also, the players find it very interesting to communicate with me during such sessions, and if I don't have time of 1 or 2 hours in a row, I just screencast my own work, and then I share the screen via YouTube at pace 1 minute of video is 1 hour of real work. And also this, I spend 1 hour on work, but I also receive 1 minute of a video, which can also bring more players. Then, it appeared that on Reddit, when the players from the community see the post on Reddit, they upload it, and when you are active socially on social network platforms, they like it, and right now we have the best time to interact with players directly, not via besides interacting via publishers, via press, but we can interact with them directly via all the possible social networks, and we should use them. Additional advice I can give from my experience and experience of my colleagues: when the beta tester gives you a review, then you should definitely answer this review, and this will mean to the player much, because their opinion matters. When the review is in different language, at least I try to answer thank you in the native language, like I say Dankeschön, and then type my full answer in English, to at least to show that I care, and I really care. And then for each reviewer, I also invite them to the Facebook group, to the main point where I aggregate the community. One more thing that helped to get more visibility to the game is the possibility for the player to tweet about it for receiving a bonus. So they happily use this function and tweet like, I'm playing Steampunk Title Spinner with a link, and they receive in-game bonus, and I get more promoters. Additional way to build a community is Wikia page, and it's very useful how players spend their own time systemizing the game features, all these numbers, and they show to other players the best practices of playing. Sometimes I must say that even an army can't help, like I'm really afraid to fully release still, my game still is better, because Newgrounds rating was 2.73 out of 5, very low, despite of many players who support it on Reddit and on Facebook. And also, I can, in our post-lecture discussion, I can give you good examples of other Facebook groups, other communities which work well. And one more advice: you can use, you can post once a day a special code in the game, which will give the players some bonuses. And you can also get gain supporters everywhere, not in the gaming community. That was very important. For example, one of my friends is making a game about vans, so he posted a GIF not in the gaming subreddit, but in subreddit of vans and get many upvotes. That's what I also did. I submitted my picture of my strategy game not in the strategy games forums, but in the history theme, which was also which also gave me more visibility. So the main message is people matter, and we work with people who spend the most valuable thing which they have, their time. So they spend their time playing our game, and it's our task to build good relations with them, and everyone will benefit. Thank you.
Have an extra round of applause for Alexey, who came here all the way from the Ukraine.